Welcome to the Spellbinders June 2026 Stitching Die of the Month Club called Luau Beats. This die set includes a stitchable drum and ukulele, as well as flowers and leaves. Let's use this month's Stitching Die Club to create a card. Start by adhering the flower layers together with liquid adhesive. You can cut the individual layers out of bright colors of Spellbinders cardstock like saffron and dahlia. Use the Spellbinders embellishment tool to pick up the tiny die cuts and place them on a drop of liquid adhesive. Next, adhere the top piece of the drum that has stitch holes in it to the drum, making sure that the holes line up perfectly for stitching. Set that aside to dry. Stitch the leaves with green thread that coordinates or contrasts with the rainforest green cardstock. These stitches create the veins of the leaf so there is a straight line in the center with small stitches angling out from the center towards the edge. If you look closely at the die cut, there are embossed lines that show you where to place the stitches. Continue stitching the leaf until the design is completed. Then flip the leaf over and tie the two ends into a simple small knot. Use scissors to trim off the ends of the thread close to the knot. Add liquid adhesive to the back of the stitched leaf and press it down onto another leaf that is die cut without the stitching details. Set that aside to dry. Die cut another base for the drum and ukulele. Adhere the drum to the second base cutout of the fawn cardstock, making sure to line up the stitch holes. The second layer gives a bit more stability to the die cut, making it easier to stitch. Adhere the two ukulele bases together with liquid adhesive. Then adhere the body of the ukulele to the doubled up base. Next, add some liquid adhesive to the frets area and adhere the frets over the body. Using metallic thread, create long stitches from the body to the area with the tuners. Once all 4 stitches have been completed, turn the ukulele over and tie the threads into a knot. Trim the ends of the threads close to the knot. When stitching the drum, there is plenty of room on the back to allow you to tape the thread down with Spellbinders Best Ever Craft Tape, so you don't have to hold the thread in place while you're sewing. Stitch V-shapes by going through each hole twice. Once to the hole diagonally to the right, and then go from that same hole diagonally to the hole to the left at the bottom. Once the stitching design is created, tape the other thread down on the back and trim the ends. There are 2 additional layers for the bottom of the drum. Cut one out of truffle cardstock and one out of Tuscan cardstock. Layer the drum over these 2 layers adhered together to create the colorful bottom pattern. Add the bottom die cut out of gold cardstock and the skin of the drum on top out of alabaster cardstock. There are 2 pieces that combine with the tuners on the ukulele. The one with holes gets adhered on top to cover the ends of the stitches. The piece without stitch holes gets adhered behind the tuners to cover those back stitches. There's also a small arch shape that gets adhered behind the ukulele to create the look of its inside. Add Spellbinders tape runner to the back of a faux stitched blush cardstock rectangle cut with the nested postage labels and tag etched dies. Adhere it down to a white piece of cardstock die cut with the postage edge die. Use tape runner to adhere those 2 down to an A2 piece of tutu cardstock. Add small foam squares to the backs of all of the stitched and die cut pieces and add them to the panel adhered to an A2 top folding white card base. The two instruments can be embellished with the flowers and leaves. Use small foam squares to add dimension behind the sentiment die cut. The tiny leaves can be used near the flowers and adhered with liquid adhesive. Thank you for choosing Spellbinders Club Kits. Happy crafting!